Regarding 2013, which three words would you use to describe the vintage?
So to me, 13 is heroic, historic, and miraculous.
And in what sense? Historic.
It's historic because we have produced very low yields, probably the lowest ever in the history of the growth. And historic as well because we have made 100% cab blend, if I should say, for the first label, and this is the first time in the history or so.
And if you had to judge the vintage in a score out of 20, how would you rate it?
I should say 15, because it's much better than expected, even for us. I mean, during the vinification, we could consider that it was much more ripe, precise, than we could have expected during the year, which occurred in special conditions, as you know.
When you talk about special conditions, what were the specific difficulties in 2013?
Well, first, we have been working a lot in the vineyard because of very humid weather during the whole year 13, except the summer and main part of September. But above all, the main problem was bad flowering, especially in the Merlot, and that's why we have produced low yields.
Can you, if you were in front of a customer, what would you say to them to persuade them to buy your wine in 2013?
Well, first, it's much better than everything you have read those very last month about it. It's very, I should say, in the style during tasting, you can taste something very classic, very precise, with very precise and ripe tannic structure in balance with a soft and aromatic wine. So even if we are in Pauillac, you have something very Pichon Lalande during the tasting. So this is everything which is feminine and charming into our wines.
With the several stages that are involved in the en-primeur system, do you know who eventually drinks your wine?
Yes, we have a good idea because the history of this label, of this growth, is very long. And I think the amateurs around the world know a lot of our vintages produced here. So they are very connoisseurs and very loyal customers.
And with today's market, do you think that the en-primeur system is relevant?
Well, I should say more than ever. And I know it's a guy from Bordeaux talking, but I've this feeling that the market for our wines is the whole world. And thanks to this en-primeur system, I've this feeling that we are very related to negotiants of Bordeaux, merchants from all over the world, then at the end of the chain, consumers and drinkers. So it's a good way to organize kind of network between winemakers, merchants, and wine drinkers. That's why I love it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.